My name is Alexis Blake, and my research essay was on putting an end to sexual assault on college campuses, looking primarily at female students being the victim and male students being the perpetrator. It really all comes down to female students should not feel the need to walk with their keys between their fingers or pepper spray at a place that they are supposed to feel safe and consider home. College campuses need to take more action so female students can feel safe and be protected. I am making the argument that college campuses need to implement multiple prevention programs and find better techniques to allow students to feel comfortable in opening up. Most colleges have first-year students participate in first-year student prevention programs, which is a great technique. However, they fail to have any follow-up courses and tend to be revolved around being a bystander rather than a victim. If there is no follow-up, then there is no way to tell if students understood the information being provided. They also tend to have one program, but sexual assault is a big issue, and there's many different situations and ways that it can happen that one program cannot come close to being effective. Prevention programs also tend to focus on lowering a young woman's risk and how to identify a risk, rather than on the perpetrator, who are primarily males. According to the article, Sexual Assault Prevention for Heavy Drinking College Men, Development and Feasibility of an Integrated Approach, 30 to 35% of college men perpetrate sexual violence over the course of 4 years. It's not a bad thing to teach women about identifying risk, but they also need more programs that focus on male perpetrators and what they can do to help to put an end to this problem, and this goes back to the idea of needing multiple programs. These prevention programs also need to focus on the risk of alcohol usage and sexual assault. If someone is intoxicated, they can mistake one's kindness for sexual interest when really the person may just be trying to be kind. According to Sexual Assault Prevention for Heavy Drinking College Men, Development and Feasibility of an Integrated Approach, alcohol can increase sexual aggression because it can impair judgment and decision-making, which would decrease tension and anxiety, making a person more susceptible to acting aggressive because they are no longer nervous and their confidence is on high. College students have also reported going to parties or bars to find sexual partners. If they are admitting to mixing alcohol and sex, they need to be made aware of the risk involved. Campuses need to find ways for students to be comfortable with disclosing information to the resources provided. According to factors associated with and barriers to disclosure of a sexual assault to formal on-campus resources among college students, a study in 2017 found that less than 6% of students are extremely likely to disclose their sexual assault with a campus employee if the employer was required to report it to the university. They may feel comfortable in confiding in that one person, but the fear of them telling the information to someone else holds them back. Employees should be required to tell the university so they can take legal action, so there does need to be a way to make students feel comfortable. They also fear victim blaming with the dreaded question of "what were you wearing?" It needs to be a topic in every class, so students feel safe and comfortable and know that every one of their professor is there for them. Another large issue is the inclusivity of toxic masculinity. College campuses need to put an end to toxic masculinity because it blocks the ending of sexual assault. According to the article, I'd rather be doing something else, male resistance to rape prevention programs due to toxic masculinity. Males will deny that violence against women pertains to them, believe the problem has been exaggerated, participate in rape myths, become defensive during prevention programs, and feel as that the learning about gender and violence will make them less masculine. Toxic masculinity teaches men at a young age that they can have feelings because it will make them seem weak or less superior. If males go to these programs without the right mindset, it will block them from being able to become an ally to end sexual assault. In conclusion, colleges need to implement programs that focus on more than one issue with sexual assault because there are multiple factors that can lead to sexual assault. Sexual assault also needs to be talked about in every classroom so students feel that they have an outlet. They also need to recognize the issue that comes with toxic masculinity, because if we can put an end to toxic masculinity, it will help in putting an end to sexual assault. The following slides contain my resources. Thank you for your time.